Hi and welcome to the TOTECS e-commerce platform. In the 18.0 release, we added a new piece of functionality into the content managed websites where we can display the total amount of deal discounts that have been applied to the user's basket and as well as to their order. This can be used to indicate to users the amount of money that they're saving when deals are being applied to the products that they've added to their basket and are ordering. On the content managed site we have here, if you look in the basket summary area, we can see that we've got this label showing that the amount saved for this user is $827.51. If they add products to basket where there's a deal applied to these products, then we can see that that total will dynamically adjust on the page to show them the updated amount that they're now saving. This can help users and customers feel like they're getting rewarded for ordering certain products. The total here is based across all the products that are on the user's basket that contain deals. If we go onto a page that contains a basket product listing area, we can also display that same label that also appears in the basket summary area. And we can also customize the labeling or the colors, or we could use other elements in order to highlight this overall total saved. Now we can also display the price inclusive of tax, excluding tax, as well as the tax amount that has been saved on the deal. We can also hide this label if there are no products in the basket, such as you can see here after I deleted those two chairs where the deals applied. And we can see that we've also put in styling here where we can hide it from appearing in the basket summary. This can be helpful on certain websites where users may not get particular deals, and so they don't need to see that particular feature. If I put those products back into the basket again, and we proceed through the order checkout, at the order review stage, we can also show the total deal amount that the user has saved based on the sum of the two deals that applied to across the three products here. This can further reinforce the amount of savings that the particular user is getting. If we then submit the order, we can also show it in the successful order submission. Once again, reinforces the amount that that user may have saved, which may compel them to come back and order more products in the future since they're getting a win from the order. If we go onto a web page that has the user details, favorites and orders area, and we could go into the order history, if we view the details of an order, we can also show the total deal amount saved in the order there as well, just reinforcing that that deal has been applied. So that could be relevant for both sales reps, or if you've got multiple users that are ordering for the same customer account, then all those users can see the deals that are getting applied. Now, if you want to set this up, first we log into the administration center of our project where the content managed website exists. Then we click into the websites menu button, and then within the content managed websites menu item. Within our content managed website. So if we go into the web area format libraries, then for the different areas, so if we go into the shopping basket, basket products listing area, in both the basket header and basket product footer formats, there are new additional format hooks where we can embed into the area to show the amounts that we have saved. So for example, anything ending with the saved keyword. So this one is showing the amount saved inclusive of taxes. This format hook will show the price excluding any taxes. And then we can also see just the total tax saved with that format hook there. And by default, these hooks will be showing the currency in the user's assigned currency. But if we want to, based on the overall project currency, then we can use those hooks to do that there. Now there are two hooks that we can use to change the styling based on whether there's a deal amount over 0 being saved or if it's only at 0. So we can use this hook here, the cart view has savings applied element ID, and put into the ID attribute of the elements we want to then change the styling for. And then we can also use the associated hook, which is the cart total has savings applied class name, which is a CSS class, which we can use then to hide or show or to change the colors of our elements or any other styling we want to do. We could use animations, we could put boxes around or borders. It's really up to the beholder on how they want to highlight when there's a deal savings applied or if there's deal savings not applied. So in this case, we have a very simple example where we just hide or show that deal savings amount by using this method. So for example, if we put the deal back to 1, then we can see that the deal amount has been hidden. Now the element still exists, it's just that being hidden because we're putting some styling rules. So we can see here that where we're hiding it or where we're not hiding it. So this is the mechanism which we can use to do that dynamically. If we didn't have that ID there, then the class name that the area was showing would not update itself when the user changes the quantities or adds or removes products from the basket. So it's a similar story for the basket summary area as well. So if we go into its format, we have very similar format hooks that are available. So we've got the total price saved, the total price saved for the product currencies. So that will be the choice of whether or not the user is showing pricing inclusive or excluding tax based on their setting, or we can put in the explicit amount including or excluding tax using these format hooks, or we could use the amounts based on the product's currency. Otherwise, it will use the user's assigned currency. And we've got the two where we can change the styling class as users add products to basket or remove products or change product quantities. If we look at the order checkout area, so there are two areas in the order checkout submission and guest order checkout submission. So that's for logged in users going through order checkout as well as guest users going through order checkout. We once again have these hooks that indicate the amount saved, excluding tax, inclusive tax, whether or not the amount is greater than 0 or not, so we can use that to then either highlight or change the styling once again. This one's a little bit different because we don't need to dynamically change those amounts in the area, since the user cannot change the order once they're already proceeding through checkout, so it doesn't have to dynamically update. We can use this format hook in order to then create a styling rule or set a class, which can then either show this label, or it could strike it out, or the styling to indicate or not indicate if there's an overall savings to be had for the deals in the order. If we look at the order submission success message, we also have those same format hooks where we can show the amounts in the successful submission message. And the last area is under the user account management, within the user details, favorites and orders area. In the order print detail format, we have the same format hooks, very similar to the order checkout submission areas as well, where we can show the amounts saved. So that's how we set it up. Now, naturally, we have to choose the correct formats that are assigned to the particular areas. So for example, in our webpage called basket, it has the basket product listing area there. Within the basket header and footer, that's when we would assign it to the correct format that we want to be able to show these deal savings. Now, do note that for these format hooks to work, that the product deals and vouchers feature needs to be turned on, and the user must be assigned to a facility role where they have permission to be able to redeem and view deals. Otherwise, this functionality would never show a total over 0 for the deal amount applied to the orders. And so there we have it. This is how users can put products in their basket that have deals applied to them, and their overall discounted deal amounts can then be summed up and showed as an aggregate total within several areas across the shopping basket and ordering areas, allowing users and customers to be full aware of the full discounts that they're receiving, which can promote more sales and increase visitation back to the website in conjunction with product deals and vouchers that have been offered to them through promotions such as e-marketing, that is targeting new user sign-ups, or promotions across printed media and the greater internet. This should help increase usage and sales occurring within your online stores. For more information, you can go to the TOTECS website. If you visit the forums, within the release forum, if you look at the 18.0 platform release notes, you can find more details about this feature and other great features that can help your online business thrive. As well as you can talk to our service team about how to implement these features on your website. Till next time, have a good one.